Accelerate connections. Accelerate connection happens when stimulus and response are pure, clear, generates the maximum speed, and creates the right exchange in a collaborative network growing with reliable entities. Right exchange is based on a combination of four qualities: right form, right content, right intensity, it's coming back a little bit here, some elements, and the right time, and shall always fortify, improve the network and the participant entities. The inner connection is the supreme one. Reliable entity is trustful, retributes, and empower. The four qualities will determine the strength and the format of the link. This observance will unlock the power of the network and make the actor fully resourceful for the realization of any mission and every intention. Can you imagine tomorrow, any intention in your mind could be realized? That's gonna happen if you have this. Can you imagine tomorrow, any idea, any intention, I want to do this, boom, that happened, that becomes reality? This is what we're gonna unlock. And I'm gonna explain you why. Accelerated connection happens when stimulus and response are pure, clear, generated at maximum speed, and creates the right exchange in a collaborative network growing with reliable entities. So basically you have some elements of the connection. And it's very teach-worthy, bring some stuff because it's also a type of connection, right? Everything is connection anyway. But I'm not talking only about communication here. Communication is probably one of, as Annie mentioned to you, Straub is one of the most clear examples of accelerated connection. But this is a lot. Everything that we do, everything that's built, everything that happens in the world is connection. It's true connection. Connection of atoms, connection of cells, connection of whatever. Everything is connected. Energy and connection, whatever. Everything is connected. But anyways, but if the response, the stimulus, what is a connection? A stimulus and a response, right? Connecting together. The stimulus and response are pure, clear, generated at maximum speed. Pure. You can have a connection that's not pure, that's corrupted. Not going to create a strong network for sure. You can have a message that comes from here from one way and arrives in you a different message, right? Sometimes we bring a little bit this type of playful game that we ask for someone to talk to someone else in a day. So I talk to someone in the ear, and then the other ones talk to someone else, and at the end of the game, at the end of this little game, the message that's received there is not the same, completely different. Anyway, the point is pure, clear, generated maximum speed, and it's accelerated connection. So as fast as it is could be, maintaining the qualities of pure, clear is important. Have to be clear, and by clear I say have to be pure and also very clear so people can see it, understand it. Okay, have to be both of them. In a collaborative network growing with reliable entities. So that happens when you make sure that the entities that you're connecting with are reliable. So this is basically, guys, is like, man, be with the right people in your life. Really, be with the right people and try to connect the maximum you can, as fast as you can, and as in a pure connection as you can with the right people in your mind. That's gonna make you get into this. Right exchange is based on a combination of four qualities: right form, right content, right intensity, and right time. Right form is you have to have the language, right? So you have two codes. You have to have the right language. What's the right form for this connection? If there's two different forms, it's not gonna be okay. Right content is the content that goes into the form, right? What's the message? Right intensity, how powerful is the message? Can you imagine? You see this, sometimes one entity or one element of the network is so strong that's in a very strong message. Let's say in a message of energy, like let's say electrical stuff. And the fuse of the other one is not strong enough. What's gonna happen is gonna blow, right? If the message goes from here and goes there, the fuse of the other element is gonna blow. What's what happen if you have a breaker that have a very wild type of electricity, and it gets to like smaller breaker or a lamp that don't have the same like strength of receiving this energy, it's gonna blow, right? So a little bit about it. Sometimes it's too weak and it's not gonna even pass through a very strong channel of communication. Anyways, right form, right content, right intensity, and the right time. Of course, there's times for everything, you know, the connection have to flow in the right time of the connection, the communication have to be in the right time, everything that you do, they like coming to someone, have to be the right time, any connection that and shall always fortify, improve the network and the participant entities. So basically the connection should be a force of good for the network, okay? and also the entities. So basically, to be there, it's not the only connection or any message that you are saying. It have to be a message, a connection. It helps the network grow. It helps the entity grow to be receiving the benefits of this action. Okay, because you could send a message, the wrong message with the wrong quality to damage the network. Or as a virus, right? Would be something like this. It's not, if you do this, it's not gonna, you're gonna destroy the network. It's not gonna work in your behalf. It will work to your benefit. Oh, the inner connection is the supreme. That's very good. It is more about the human, but the inner connection is the connection that you have with yourself, or with your own entity, or the group with the same group, the cell inside the cell, the atoms without themselves, whatever. You know, when you get it from the inside, the inner connection is the supreme one. And what? How can we apply this now day by day? Is basically this, man, go and do some meditation in your life. Go and do some analysis for what you are. Because this is the most important connection that you can have. It's with your own self. Isn't it human being, the human being structure, right? In the group structure, if you're talking about a company, let's talk together, guys, first and know what we are as a group before we start going to connect with other, right? So basically, it's a little bit this idea. Before, reliable entities, trustful, retributes, and power. So basically, if I'm connecting with you, I count that it's going to be trustful connection. I can trust you, and I can trust the flow, and the size and all. I trust that you're going to retribute this to me. So I'm going to give and I'm going to receive back, and I'm going to be in communication. And we're going to empower us both. The four qualities will determine the strength and the format of the lead. This observance will unlock the power of the network and make the actor fully resourceful for the realization of any mission and every. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you, you are connected to the strongest people ever, and you are linked on this connection. Everything that you, anything you're gonna have is gonna be big, like gonna be done. Can you imagine to be a real connection with the entire world, every human being? How powerful it's gonna be, and you can exchange this connection. Anything that you're gonna do, you can connect to something to make it done. So that's why you become resourceful, because something that's very interesting is you become resourceful by the connections that you have. You're gonna see someone that knows so many people. When you see this a lot and have good relationship with people, they can do a lot more. It's the same for network, the same for groups, the same for everything. And of course, apply for a healthy connection, right? That's the point. Guys, connections in TikTok does not count, okay? It counts, but it's not a strong connection that you have. So this, can you imagine? So you see the differences, right? We're not talking about a strong flow. Talk about very weak connection. You can still benefit yourself with this, but it's not going to be as stronger as you know the CEO of Amazon. And you have a friend with him, and he can trust you, and you're exchanging any format with him. So that's my point. This is something that you have to understand. So this is accelerated connection.